Hey guys, Kev here, and I have probably the specialist unboxing I've ever done on the channel. This package here is from Kyle, D2M Knives and Gear, and inside of this package is the Luft Concepts Avant, which is a knife designed by one of my buddies in the community, Jake from Beer to Gear, and co-designed with him and Ryan Rimmer from Rimmer Designs. He makes these cool little donut fidget things, worry donuts, I guess. And they got together and designed a knife and a knife company. They have more stuff coming. And as stated, Jake is one of my best friends in general, not just, in the community. So it's going to be hard not to be biased, but I'm going to do my best. If it sucks, it sucks. He wants my honest feedback, I hope. I'm pretty sure. And that's what I'm going to give him, because what kind of friend are you if you just say something's good if it's not? But from all things I've heard and seen, it's going to be good. So I'm really excited. Let's get into this. The unboxing knife, I thought this would be fitting, is the Renegade Provisions Co. Gungnir, which is designed by Chris from Renegade EDC, another buddy of Jake's, and kind of becoming one for me, a really cool dude. And there's a pre-order going for this right now as well, so check out Renegade Provisions Co. In order to get on the waiting list type deal for the Luft Concepts Avant, you're going to want to go over to their website. I believe they have a website where you can sign up for their newsletter. And then when the pre-order is ready, which is supposed to be like mid-August, you'll get a notification. Bang! This is going to be a knife that is sold at $299, and obviously we're going to take a look into it, but based on Riot build and everything, M390, micarta, titanium liner lock, that price makes perfect sense to me, and I'm excited. Okay, let's get into it, baby. Trying to hold back the excitement here. Okay, so we got this nice foam padding in here, so no damage comes to the Avant. Maybe I'll hang on to that. Then we have a Beer to Gear case. This is not the formal packaging for this knife. Jake has said he wants to do something kind of whimsical yet useful when it comes to the packaging, something unique, but again, something that is usable and kind of cool, right? Beer to Gear sticker, of course, because he designed it along with Ryan Rimmer. This is a knife that is manufactured by Riot, so it is made in China, which does not bother me at all because I absolutely love Riot. Okay. Okay. All right. Put the box down, Kev. Breathe. This thing is fucking light as shit. Just the first thing I noticed is it is fucking light, man. Holy shit, that's light. That's insanely light. Centering, dead nuts. We have a flat top type flipper tab, but it does have kind of like an upswept point. So that'll be interesting, but there's no jimping, so that could be a reason why, depending on the detent. Could be an issue. Probably not. You have their logo, Luft Concepts, on both sides of the flipper tab. I will be doing a up-close first impressions video as well, separately, and a disassembly. Jake gave me permission to take this bitch apart. It does have a reversible clip, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now so I can experience the Avant in all its glory. There's no filler tab or anything. Seems like it should be pretty straightforward. Let's get into it. T8 on all the hardware, which is fantastic. Right now I'm just listing things I've heard, specs and such. We will get into my actual opinions shortly. Try not to lose this screw. All right, it needs to be on this side, right? Yes. So what I do on these type of clips usually is try to put the screw in a little bit, then hook the clip around it. It's kind of hard with holding it up. Hook the clip around it like this. Drop it into the notches, and then I can go ahead and just tighten that screw down. It makes it so much easier than trying to put it all in as a package, you know? Let me just tighten this. All right, we're good. All right, I gotta flick it. So, lefty, reverse flick, coming at you. Okay. Okay. All right, I get it. Detent is a little light. Detent is a little light. It's not gonna pass the pressure test on the reverse flick. So there's that. But that's a personal preference. Let's try the flipper. So the flipper, that's interesting. The flipper is dialed perfectly. Wow, did you see that drop? You hear that ting? Oh my God, it just sings. That's so interesting. It's got to be the hologram. I'm trying to get used to this flick. So, yeah. Alright, so first thing, you know me guys, detent diva over here. I would do something about that detent on the reverse. I just would want it stronger. I don't know. It's not like it's bad. Like you can, if you just flick it, you're good, right? Oh, that ting though. Oh, it just sounds like somebody's sitting behind my ear with a little bell, and every time it flicks, they just go bing. It's fucking hilarious. All right, let's look at the knife open. Right, look at this fucking thing. So I am not gonna lie to you guys. I never lie to you. I think it looks good in this position right here. When opened, I kind of, seeing it on pictures and camera, I didn't quite get it. I thought it was good looking, but not, like, striking to me. Like, I've never really thought that, like, the Para 3 is, like, this sexy thing. The Para 2 either. It does have that kind of vibe. The way I see this knife is kind of like a baby between a PM2 and a Koenig Arius. And I'm sure plenty of people have said that. A Para 3 is in there as well. And then you have some interesting tidbits like Strider back here on this thing. See, in that reverse grip, you have this kind of angle right here to put your finger so you could do the Friday night gas station fights all day. Man, this blade though, guys. This is what I really wanted to check out, was this hollow grind. And holy shit, guys. Look how... So the stock is not like uber thin, but look how thin it is, right? And it's a crown spine, which... Oh, that is just sexy on there, that crown spine. It's flat down here on the ramp, so when you hold it like this, you're good. But anyway, it's not very thick, and it has a very deep hollow, guys. This is sick. I can feel my finger through it. That's the sign of a good hollow grind. This feels like the Evo 2.0 grind. It feels like that Gungnir grind. Just perfectly executed by Rhea. It is sharp as balls. You have a good straight right here. And then it goes kind of belly up and another straight up into the tip, which is really nice. Watch it drop. The hole shape, I really like the design of the hole. The way your finger gets in there and where it lands to flick it, right? Yeah, like, it's good, right? I wouldn't not buy the knife if it stayed like this, but I personally would want there to be a little bit more resistance on that reverse flick, because that's just me personally. I'm a middle finger flick guy, and the epitome of a reverse flick is the Field Duty from Liang Ma, which, by the way, similar kind of holes. I like a long kind of thin hole like that, so she said. And you see how it just breaks crisp? And as soon as it breaks, that knife, that blade flies out of there and locks up. Now watch this. As soon as it breaks, it gets to about there. Now that could have something to do with the action, the bearings, but more to do with the fact that there's not enough resistance on that detent to get it to shoot all the way out. I have to basically apply that pressure myself by flicking, right? So it's good. It's good. I would still really enjoy this knife. I'm gonna buy this knife. I'm probably gonna buy two. But for some reason, the flipper is perfect. As soon as you break, it does exactly what I would want it to do on the reverse flick. It fires out and it locks up. It's so hard to get a detent right when you have multiple deployment methods. Try it right-handed. Yeah, so that would be one thing in terms of feedback, I would say, is strengthen that detent a little bit. Actually, a good bit on the reverse flick. Now, I don't know how that balances out, though, right? Because this is perfect. And I don't know if it's going to start to be a problem if you make it too strong. Because you see how that flipper tab is really kind of pokey? There's no other way to get around it. That thing is poking your finger. If you made the detent too strong, it might hurt that. And that might be why Riot kind of dialed it the way they did. I don't know if there's a way to grab this flipper without ending up with the point on you. Kind of grab it from the top. Yeah, you can kind of grab it on top and drag it down. That works. I don't know. I think I wouldn't mind if this flipper was kind of flattened out up here. You know? I don't know if they're going to take design advice from me, but I think I would flatten it out because I can already feel it on my index finger. But so that's all something they can, discuss if they want to strengthen the detent or whatever. But it's perfectly good. Like, it's good the way it is. Sorry. You knew I was going to get hung up on that. I love the reversible clip. That is a key feature for me on this knife. I will be carrying this knife in my front left pocket now. I'll probably be carrying it exclusively for a couple days at least, just so I can give Jake the best feedback possible. I only have it for a couple days. Ergonomics. So if I'm back here, it fits my hand like a fucking glove. And I have this ramp right here, and my fingers just land perfectly. Now I have some reach with that blade. And then I have this choil area up here that I can climb up onto. And there's no jimping or anything, but this crown spine is super comfortable. And now I have really good control of this fantastic blade. I think it's 3.5 inches, of M390. I was a little worried about how this choil would feel because it's kind of rounded up and then swoops down into that choily area. But the way it works, my finger kind of grabs right at the rounding here, and it drives it in. It like dials it in. And then I could pinch back here. It feels a lot like a pair of 3, where you can kind of get that pinch going between the choil and the ramp. I really like that. And then if you want to choke up, if you're trying to slice through an apple or something, you could do it this way, right? This is probably the sexiest hollow grind I've seen in a long... almost ever, guys. Just the way that the hollow starts at the hole. Like, it starts above the hole. It just looks fucking awesome. It has to cut like a goddamn dream. I like that the pivot area is kind of rounded right here. Yeah, man. Wow. That ting noise, though, for real. I don't know if I want to take it apart because it's going to go away. More than likely, that'll go away. I don't feel any blade play, do I? No. I can really wrench on it if I want to. Any lock rock? maybe the slightest bit of rock. I think it's more me just fucking wrenching the shit out of it, right? Drops down to your nail, and then it's a shaker home. Let me try a right-handed thumb flick. Yes, yeah, detent just doesn't have enough bite to get it out there without, like, if I give a little wrist, it'll fly out, but I'm not, I'm not into giving knives wrists. Let me try it lefty. Yeah, left-handed it's better because maybe my thumb is stronger over there, I don't know. But yeah, I definitely would want it to be stronger. God, I gotta shut up. Keep saying that over and over. Yeah, titanium backspacers, dope. Man, this thing is fucking light, dude. Like, it's crazy light. Like, I could tell a little bit of a difference between the Bug Out and the Avant, but not much, man. This thing's fucking light. How about the Para 3? Yeah, I mean, it's probably a little lighter than this Para 3, which would make sense because it's titanium liners. Let's take a look at those. Nice titanium liners in there, nested. You have black micarta, which, guys, it takes oils really well. It already has, it looks like, from Jake and Kyle. Looks fantastic. Man, it's so simple, too. See, I love the flipper on this thing. Again, a little pokey, but yeah, it's a little pokey, but it feels fantastic. The action on it, it just is dialed perfectly for the flipper. So, and then you just kind of bang it out. I mean, it does kind of feel like what a PM2 or a Para 3 feels like. You just kind of get your finger in there and flick it. So let me just show you what I mean. Yeah, it's almost identical to how the detent on a Para 3 is dialed. You know, you just kind of get in there and whip it up. So, you know what? That might just be how some people like their detents, how they like it on a knife like this. So, you know, I can't argue with that. And now that I'm just sitting here doing it, I'm kind of used to it now. And what I figured out was, if you put your finger like at the top of the hole there, it feels fantastic. I was kind of down here. I think that was the problem. I was putting my finger down here. If you ride it up top, yeah, okay. All right. I would still strengthen it a C hair, but that's probably as far as I would go because you're going to mess with this guy if you do. Oh, man, it feels good. Ergos are fantastic. Holy shit. I'm impressed, man. This is his first design. Sorry, Jake and Ryan, I'm sorry. Trying to make sure I always mention Ryan because I'm just so used to talking to Jake about it that, you know. But this is both their design. They fucking, man, they did a great job working together. You know, they must have bounced ideas back and forth and just trimmed this motherfucker down to, like, just... Yeah, it's really good. There's no markings anywhere. You know, there's no branding. It has a deep carry clip. You know, I don't know why it's Jake's knife and he didn't go to the butt end of the knife. I'm just kidding. This is perfectly fine for me. Obviously, there's a body screw there, so you probably couldn't. Man, it drops. You know, it's not like dropping closed all the way, you know. You could feel a little, you know, a little something through here. But of course, you know, this is a prototype and everything. Plus, I would put new bearings in it. Yeah, really nice. It does have a detent ball ramp. So if you don't release it all the way, so like me being left-handed, if you get to here and kind of, it wants to ride back up because of that detent ball ramp. So you got to make sure you get past that detent all the way, and then you'll be able to shake down. Yeah. Anyway, it feels fantastic. I'm really excited to carry this and just use it and get a better feel for it. Sorry for the rambling. I'm just trying to get all my thoughts out at once, and I'm excited. And so, big thank you to Jake Bearded Gear. and Ryan from Rimmer Designs for letting me check out this prototype. I'm one of the first couple people to check it out. I'm going to be sending it to Chris, Grady's Gear, next to check out. And, I feel privileged. I'm excited about this knife. I can't wait to get one on the pre-order, or get two. They're going to have this version here. And then this is black micarta belt satin on the blade. And then they're going to have one with OD green micarta and all blacked out hardware and blade. I'm not really a fan of that motif or whatever, but because it's Jake, I'll probably buy one of those too. If I can't convince them to sell me the prototype. But yeah, guys, it just feels cool. It's a good day in the knife community, guys. So I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.